Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to 999. 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. You have spoken, and I have heard you. So, what I'll be doing is I was showing all of the rooms we didn't go into. That should also hit all of the, little side events with the characters, because if you remember, whenever we played through the game, I found about Clover and how she was on the ship 9 years ago. I found out about, Seven and how he was a cop investigating the ship. I had the little moment with June where she talked about the memory thing and Santa as well. I never found anything about Ace, and I never found anything about Snake. So, and I found out about Lotus and her kid. So those two should probably be in some of the doors I didn't see, and I'm sure there'll be a little bit more because I feel like Santa's story was a little brief as well, all things considered. So I'll be showing just the rooms that we didn't experience last time, and obviously whatever ending comes out of it. Once I've shown all of the rooms, because there should be, I believe, this door 5 room, the door... The next place had door 3 and door, I think it was 7 and 8, and I forget which one I went through, but I won't go through that one, so there's 2 more there, and then door 1 and 4, whatever the other doors are. Not 4, 4's here. Regardless, I believe that we hit 3 doors on our first playthrough, and so there should be another 5 doors, all things put together. We're going to hit them, we're going to see endings, and it's going to be great.
Hey, wait.
So this is where we last time went through door 4, this time we're going to see door 5. And turn back towards him.
Through door 5 too.
The words were scarce out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
Everyone through door 5. Turn around to look at her.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well...
Poor June. Or Kane, now that we know her name is. June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead she closed it again and looked at the floor. June felt an ache at his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. June turned away from June, doing his best to silence the turbulent emotions. I'm glad I didn't pick this the first time.
Let me go into door 5.
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
Now we're right back where we started, you know that?
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right?
It is. It is funny. Of course, Snake wouldn't know that because he's blind. I mean, he knows that, but he wouldn't be able to confirm it.
If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us.
So that would be Ace and Clover, or Snake and Santa.
Ace, please, take good care of Clover.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
So no matter what you do, you can't actually go into a door with Snake. That's unfortunate, because I kind of wanted to go through this door with Snake, and Snake's going to disappear before the... I shouldn't say disappear. Snake's going to get exploded in the next door. But it looks like no matter what you do, you can't go through the door with Snake. 1 + 4 is 5.
Don't go away!
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
I kind of feel like a jerk for picking this now. Jeebus. Like, there was no real reason for me to. It just, this is how I get to the other endings.
No!
Don't be so selfish.
Yeah, meanwhile, Junpei's over here being selfish as can be. Snake's tone was harsh.
Why?
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened with his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
You'll be fine. Just relax.
It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but wherever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
What did he tell her?
Look, you're already making them go through a whole bunch of crap, Junpei. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. The other man! So he pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay. I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled.
Let's make sure we've got this straight. Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake.
Oh, I lose out on Ace as well. And I get... So no, I do get to hang out with Snake. It's Clover I lost, which I hung out with Clover before. It's Ace that I miss out on. But that's okay because, well, Ace incapacitates himself, but I could at least spend time with him before the final doors.
7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2, 4.
Yes, I
You're
agree.
okay with this?
No problems here.
Yeah, you're the one that messed it up last time, Junpei.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right then.
Snake, Seven, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3
Lever's
asterisks.
all that's left. Okay. All right then. Let's
Here
go.
we go! Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her
We will.
face. Junpei looked at her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With a sharp clank of the lock releasing, the door swung open.
And it's open.
Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the ninth man.
That's messed up.
That was the 9th man.
For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7-2 seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned because he couldn't see anything. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following.
How can you...
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Well, A, that's really ironic that you would say that. It's like you have foresight. B, I think it's been over 9 seconds already. He even bothered to turn around. His head was at most slightly cocked towards one shoulder.
Sorry.
Let's go!
Junpei and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. Both of them, and Snake's a red skull had flickered to life.
The countdown started.
Well, of course it did! She had processed this information when... the metallic slammed, the numbered doors behind them swung shut.
Shit, the door!
Well, yeah.
There's no turning back now. And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Hey, where is the dead?
The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all 3 of them
How the hell
felt.
should I know?
Stay calm. Look around you.
Yeah, you guys have eyes. Don't ask Snake where it is.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5.
Right here.
He yelled. He struck his scanner with his hand. The other 2 scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. Impressive, Snake found it, like had the lever.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out in Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you all right? Are you guys okay?
They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct from the other side of the door.
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
They heard relieved sighs. Even through the door, the 3 men could feel the tension disperse.
All right, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Yep, don't get yourself blown up on your side.
Sure thing.
Oh, there we are. Like, what is it waiting
They're
for?
gone.
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long they were alone
Now.
again. Junpei looked around.
Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
Hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not. It's not budging.
Hey, there's a door over there.
To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plaque that read First Class.
First class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
On to the puzzle room. Puzzle room
All right,
number 2
then.
in this playthrough.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
I don't want to look, but...
Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind.
It's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was just cruel, pointless. Yes, I'm ad-libbing, I'm adding extra words, but I'm making you feel the emotion, you know? This... Do you know how long I have to wait for lines like these? That's a paraphrase from Jack Nicholson. If you don't know, I know this is a complete and utter aside, but hey, I can do that. Whenever they were filming A Few Good Men, which is a fantastic movie if you've never seen it, there is a epic and famous speech Jack Nicholson gives at the end of it. And they had to shoot the courtroom scene about 8 or 9 times, but every single time they would shoot it, even when the camera wasn't even on him, he would like feed his lines so that, you know, the other actors could react to them. But very, very often in films, if the camera's not on you, you just sort of, you know, very dully give your lines, because you know that it's not that your line won't be in the take. You know, the line when the camera's on you will be one in the take. But every single time, Nicholson just fully you know, did his lines. It's the "you can't handle the truth" speech. You can't handle the truth. And the director was like, Jack, calm down. You know, you're going to wear yourself out. And Jack Nicholson looked back at the director and was like, I'm an actor, John. I live to act. Do you know how long I have to wait to be given lines like these to say? And it's just... I obviously I'm not a professional actor. I'm not a professional voice actor. No one's ever paid me to do this. But the emotion in this section, it's just it drips with the black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wretched in some grotesque, unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
Oh, there's his bracelet. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked, and the flame was bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay the bracelet. Number 9 still displayed on its face.
The bracelet's off. Oh, wait. Zero did say...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets.
I'd forgotten this because I hadn't played this in forever.
There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. More heartbeat, which is 0.
So yeah, all you have to do is, you know, get your heart rate to completely stop, or make the bracelet no longer detected.
Even worse, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the outside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
The bracelet comes off when you're dead. Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this? Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse. A lot of muscle gripped his throat.
Oh god. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. So no one picked up the 9th bracelet, because I remember I was actually wondering if Ace had used that along with Snake in order to get Snake into door 2 by himself. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous. Despite the apparent age of the ship, none of the worse for wear.
Where did they...
He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through.
Through here?
On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway and opened the door at the other end, peeked through. There they were, just busy examining something.
What's up?
He opened the door and walked towards them.
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door?
Yes. We won't be going anywhere.
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room. Or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
What, are you saying that on ships you're just naturally not alive?
All right, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
By the way, I should mention that this episode will probably go a little bit long. I'm going to basically do a room per episode, no matter how long it takes me. Because, like I said, I don't want this to drag on indeterminately. You know, I want to be actively pushing towards finishing now that we've actually beaten the game. All right. A score plate. I see. Glass, really? This feels like glass. A rectangular pane of glass. Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Interesting. I wonder how he knows music well enough to know that they're A's. I mean, like, they are all on the same line. Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? Took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room, almost clearly looking for something. No, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, he was clearly attempting to do something. Unless Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
Snake maybe waited a moment before
I
answering.
heard something strange.
Something strange.
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious.
Interesting.
I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans.
It's odd. The word choice of humans there is odd.
I notice even the slightest of noises.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
Interesting. I don't know that that's entirely unrealistic.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
Wow, that's quite the claim.
Really?
Joe was somewhat taken aback by the revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try?
I mean, like, not in a real
I
fight,
must
but...
warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. White desk. Feels kinda fancy. So nothing, those are just door panelings. True. You don't see too many of these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but imagine one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. She wants a princess bed. Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her? Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Junpei. Judge her by appearances, do you? Well, you should not. So that seems to be everything in this room. Well, in this part of the room, anyway. Oh yes, you know that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Well, you're aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day, when a woman looks in one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly, terribly sad? This isn't a score. It's a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? I imagine it'll prove very helpful. You best hold on to that, Junpei. Is something wrong? It's kind of hard to see the notes. Maybe there's something under them. A background for the notes. Why do you need to see the notes? They're all A's. Like... The safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. Doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Have you found anything yet, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I have also found nothing. You guys suck at searching. Oh, get it. Score plate C, interesting. Yes, well this does feel like glass again. Rectangle of glass, transparent I assume. Can feel something printed on the surface. What is it? It's a sheet of music with some C notes on it. Leather suitcase. There's nothing inside? I can tell by the weight, it makes no noise when shaken. I'd still check. So I can't go in the bathroom apparently. It's a big piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score printed on the front of it. This gotta be a musical score. I'm sure the score we just found was probably in here. At least at some point. This is some kind of antique desk. Makes sense though. The whole room's full of antiques. We get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here. That's a chair. Thank you. Got all the lights on the wall here. That's still the... There's an iron grate in front of the fire, but there's something behind it. Yeah, it's obviously the score. Don't see one of those too often. Aren't a lot of people these days with real fireplaces, real fires. So I need to find something to get that out. Like, you're gonna use the vase, right? It's pretty clever, Junpei. Just gotta fill this thing with water. There's the score plate G. Okay. So we take the vase. That's full of gross, cloudy water. Alright, should be 2 hours to fill this vase up. Hey, what are you doing over there? One thing you like to do now, you got that thing full of water. Come on, what are you waiting for? You to stop talking, primarily. Got a face filled with water. It's heavy. Can't just throw it at the grate, though. Gotta pour the water right on the fire itself. Well, then do it. God dang it, Junpei. Toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. Some toilet paper on the wall. Doesn't look suspicious, though. What do I use to get the grate off? Lights, huh? Doesn't look like there's anything hidden in there. What am I looking for? God damn it. It's just a shower head. What? What the hell? Okay, that was stupid but funny. So what do I use to get the stupid... It's like a satellite dish. Okay, so it's going to have us play something on the piano to take it out. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess we're meant to produce some sort of sound. This device will sense it and unlock. I am really at a loss of what I do with the damn fireplace. Can't do anything with that. I haven't checked the couch, have I? It looks perfect for me. Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself, I mean. Couch looks a lot more elegant. Hey, there's something you aren't saying? Damn, I was hoping there was something on the couch. So I spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. It's now a twig with sentences on it, though. So what am I missing? I'm obviously missing something. Can't go anywhere in this room. Is there something down there? Do you think? Well, then do it. Oh, is the plug here? Yeah, good plan. Sheet of music with a couple of D notes on it. It denotes. Unfortunately, that still doesn't get me into the stupid... How do I get into the fireplace? And this is quite a high quality desk. Teak, perhaps mahogany. How can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. Damn, I thought I found something. Oh, this fabric feels great. That chair is really comfortable. What's Snake doing? He can't play, can he? This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, it's properly tuned. Oh, is there something in the underneath the top part? Sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, but rather a different note entirely. Same goes for the D key. They play some other note. Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. So we play the keys in the correct order. Something will happen? We need to play a song on the piano. From the feel of the wood, it must be quite old. But I can't put anything there. And I have not found anything to put under it. Which is stupid because I totally actually did. I found the score thing. Like that could go under it. So do so. Is there some room I've somehow missed? I've been in both of those. No, I've looked everywhere. What am I missing? There's nothing in either of those places, or any of those suitcases. I've looked at that. The Thinker by Auguste Rodin. Right on. God damn it. Thought I found something. I really feel like this should be something up here, but you can't click on it. This faucet's really hard to turn. When I already yank it, the thing won't budge. Hard for you to turn? How about you let a man give it a shot? Damn, nothing. That's only a damn rock. It's only holding the knob in place. Oh, that's the chain. What am I missing? Guys, I know I said we'd go as long as I needed to solve the puzzle, but at this point I'm actually going to jump out until I actually find something, because I've just been meaninglessly looking around for a while. And that's annoying. So I will see you in just a second. God damn it, you guys. So apparently when I clicked before, I was clicking on the grate. It was like, there's a grate in the way. And I thought, okay, well, I have to like somehow get the grate off before I can pour. Because it talked about I need to pour the water directly on the fire. I thought that was saying I have to get the grate out of the way. No, it means you have to click around the grate directly on the fire. Son of a bitch. So let's do it. Good job, man. Another success. The fire doesn't stand a chance against water. Alright, let's put this out now. Don't get burnt, so let's pull down the sleeves. It's a ceramic plate of some kind. It looks like a blank sheet of music. Junpei tucked the plate in his pocket. Oh, is Seven remembering something already? Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself to avoid the floor. But his face was flushed and he looked startled.
Hey, Seven, what the hell was that? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Seven rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow, then he shook his head as if to clear
What
it.
the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss?
Oh yeah, Junpei doesn't know about that yet. Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh?
You told everyone else. What's wrong with me, jerk?
Yeah, I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Okay, I'm going to kind of skip through this because we've actually had this conversation with him in the other place.
Well, why?
If I knew that,
Oh, yeah. Are you telling the truth?
huh?
Well, you look pretty if you've really got...
Well, sure, I mean, I would, but that was... I've had some time to get used. After all, why... Well, people usually... I figure it'll work.
That's it?
That's it. All right, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
How are you fine with something like that?
Somehow, Junpei didn't find the reassurance very reassuring. So that's a little disappointing. I was hoping to get something from Snake. But nope, we only got Seven, and we got a scene with Seven we already had before. Seems a good place, good music we found. With the ceramic plate at the bottom. Then the stacked glass plates on top of it. Alright, good. Sweet. I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I'm unable to, you see. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but Gilda's piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, and D won't be D, and so forth. This doesn't carefully determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Okay. So it tells me, so duh. I don't actually know which keys are which, so. So it kind of tells me. So none of those are legitimate keys. Interesting. It depends on where you click on the... That's weird. That is very strange. Shit. I'm doing better. That's it. That's not it. Where is that stupid button? I need... Wait, is that... Oh my god, I'm super smart. Super smart, you guys. Where is that stupid one that is right there? It's that one. Ah, I should be better at this. I actually know music. weird, because why is it... Wow. All I have to do is pay attention. And that's the first one. That's that one. Damn it. Guys, this didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so that is the second one. And that's the first one. That's the third one. Fourth. Third. Second. First. That took entirely too long, and I apologize. And music's not my fault. Wait, what was that noise? Alright, we did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Stan. Wow, 7's a lot more jovial in this one. Be seated. Well, I guess you hadn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? Don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No, Zero almost certainly says meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the House of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. The capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. But what about... There's a safe that we never opened. But apparently I got out. What's up with the safe? All right, but with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. We will venture into the... If this is the same as the other one, there will likely be two puzzles in the first thing. And we will do the second one next time. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We are pressing on towards the endings.